So in this video we're going to change the barrel on a Ruger 1022. This is a 1995 version of the Ruger 1022. They were making them long before 1995 when I purchased this one. And they are still producing them today. So let's get started. We'll take out the cartridge and we will clear the chamber. As you can see, I keep this gun loaded because I shoot it all the time. I think the last time I shot it was maybe last week. Literally hundreds of thousands of rounds have been through this particular gun. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the barrel, and you'll see why I'm putting a new one on there. The next part of disassembly that I've learned about is to put the safety about halfway through. I don't know, you might be able to see where I didn't know that in the past and I kind of chipped off the stock a little bit. So let's start taking it apart. I have a laser on the front. We'll take the laser off and then we'll start disassembling the gun, the metal from the wood. So the laser is just a single screw right here. We'll remove that. There is a nut on the bottom that may or may not fall out. Looks like it will. Square nut on the bottom. And we should be able to just slide that off, and then it's kind of tricky to get it off the end here. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So it looks like I gotta split it open like I would be changing the battery. I mean, I could wait until I take the stock off and the barrel off and slide it off the back, but I'm gonna get it out of the way here. So I'll just show you the tricky part. I know the camera's not zoomed in, but took the side cover off and off it came. I don't know how old the battery is. I usually write the date on there. One screw and off comes the stock. Easy peasy. And again, you can see where I was ignorant in the past about putting the safety halfway through. So, you know, you don't know, you don't know. And I swear I've looked in instructions, Ruger instructions, and I haven't seen it to this day. It might be in there now, but last time I looked it wasn't in there. Alright, we really do not need to disassemble everything. Oh, it had a pin fall out. I'll just put that in my parts tray, holding the trigger in place. No big deal, because all we have to do is take out these two Allens here. And if my old eyes are reading this correctly, it's 5/32, which I just happen to have one out. I didn't need to go to the kit here. Had this out. Let me put it back in the vise over here. Alright, I went ahead and zoomed in here because the screen was very busy otherwise. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. And these just come right out. Nothing to it. Alright, so we take the two screws out and the barrel just wiggles right off. Easy peasy. Let me zoom out here. And that's all there is to it. You can see we got some dirt in there. Like I said, I fire this thing all the time. Literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of rounds since 1985. mean, there were times I wouldn't go out shooting unless I had like 1,000 rounds. That's what a 22 was for me. Lots of plunking. Alright, let's see. What is in the box? What the heck am I doing? Now, I do not have to change the barrel. Oh. Instructions. Well, I just gave them to you. Do not have to change the barrel. Ah! I made a liar out of me. There it tells you. Right there to put it in the middle. Equal amount of safety button exposed. Alright, step number 4. So I'm corrected. Ruger's has it in their instructions. So let's see why I'm getting this barrel. And it's the part number on here. It's not really, it's 18 inch. It's not really the part number that I wanted to show you. Alright, this is Ruger number 90568. It's a stainless steel version. Paid $174 through Midway because every time I go to Ruger's site, it's out of stock. So, you know, they just make runs. And I did want this particular barrel. They make this in a ridiculous variety. But I wanted sights. I wanted to replace my stock barrel. So I wanted rear sight, front sight, beaded front sight, and there is the difference right there at the end. So back in the olden days, you would have little adapters like this, which you could put on your barrel, but they are very sloppy for your 1/2 28. But these are extremely sloppy. Plus, it did not work well with the laser light. So this one has the 1/2 28 right there. If I need it. Alright, reassembly. So really the only thing I'm not showing you on the reassembly is the little ejector right there is going to fit in the slot right there, and it's going to be hidden from view. So when we reassemble this guy, you're not really going to see that too well. And I'm telling you what, this is a tight fit. Tight fit. Very tight. Alright, let me jiggle and wiggle that thing in there. Well, my apologies for not showing it. I had to measure it to see if the new barrel was bigger than the old one, because I was really struggling to get it in there. It was just, it wouldn't go in the last 3/16 or so. So I don't know what was going on, but I measured it and it was really tight, maybe 1/1000 over. And I had to give it a whack with the rubber mallet on the end of the barrel to persuade it to go in the rest of the way. So that was a little something that I really didn't look forward to doing, but it had to be done. So that kind of surprised me. Now we will reassemble this thing and make sure that the ejector goes into the barrel where it's supposed to. Make sure it's not hitting. I like to get it centered, really anal. I'd like a little bit of gap. Don't want it touching one side or the other. So we'll get these back in there. Recenter my shot here. Get these snuggalicious, and then I'll really crank them down. Looks a little crooked there. I have to make sure that I really get that tightened down. Alright, the instructions are to hand tighten as much as possible. So, get the Guten tight. That's all you need. Alright, reassembly is a breeze. Get my pin back in here. My trigger group. I don't have anything special. You can put all kinds of stuff in there to keep that from happening, but I don't do that. Alright, I put the aftermarket adapter on there so you can see that there are, you know, aftermarket products available if you want them. As tight as this thing is and as difficult as it is to put on there, it's just okay. Have this little top here, which is the left side. That will go on top, and you just line it up like that, and it slides right over. How about that? If you can't get your safety to stay in the middle, pull the trigger. Okay, there we have a barrel change out on a Ruger 1022. So it didn't go too bad. It was a very tight fit into the receiver. Extremely tight. So once it's in there, it's going to be difficult to remove it. You might have to heat it up with a heat gun or something like that. But gosh, I didn't take the original off for 20 years, so you might as well almost say never. So there we go. New barrel with a threaded end. Laser on. I'll have to make sure that the laser is set to the range I want it to be set at. Yeah, because I did touch it, removed it on and off. Alright, there's my video. Not as quick as I thought it would be, but barrel change, very easy if you wanted to put a threaded end on there for whatever reason you wanted a threaded end for. Thank you for watching.